Monarch Legacy of Monsters is low-key starting to cook a little bit. And with the entire monsterverse at their disposal, they rightfully should be cooking. I just got done watching episode 3 of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and we got to talk about it. Quick warning that I am going to be recapping the entire episode and giving my honest spoiler-filled thoughts of the episode, so if you're not trying to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow, but come back later, because I need to hear your thoughts. So we pick up this episode with Kurt Russell and the gang escaping from New York. My bad, escaping from his imprisonment in that Monarch facility. This guy's an old people home. I'm not gonna lie, there was some pretty creative car action. And then we cut back to the past, and we get this hard-ass match cut between Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. This gotta be the first time there's ever been a match cut for a father-son duo. But we pick up 2 years after the events in the Philippines when they see the Ion Dragon. Lee Shaw, Bill Randa, and Dr. Kiko show the military an imprint of a giant monster that they got. And this is obviously our boy, Gojira. And they try to convince the military to give them some uranium to lure this monster out in the open. It's not until Lee brings up the fact that they could be extremely dangerous to existence that the military is like, all right, let's do it. Lee, Kentaro, Kate, and May all reminisce on Hiroshi's past using his files as they try to decipher him, to which Kate gets upset because they knew about these giant monsters, obviously still suffering from post-Godzilla stress disorder. As Kate goes to clear her head, it's revealed that they're on their way to Korea. Then we cut back to 1954 on Bikini Atoll, which is actually the real-life place where we dropped the first ever nuclear bomb test, and it's actually uninhabitable now because of all the radiation. Anyway, they learn that the military is not just going to lure out the monster, they're trying to kill it. And look, this might be a nitpick, it's just a lucky guess, but how the hell did they know what Godzilla looked like before we ever seen him? But this is the obvious event that's been referenced in Godzilla 2014. The Three Musketeers are obviously upset that they're trying to kill this monster. Lee tries to talk to his superiors, but given the fact that he said that they are a danger to the existence as we know it, he said, yeah, we're gonna try to kill it. Back on the boat, May's taking a mysterious call from someone. I have a theory that she might be related to Bernie Hayes from Godzilla vs. Kong. Just given how much of a coder she is, I don't know, I'm probably reaching. But let's just say she's not the biggest fan of Kentaro at the moment, which is when Lee suggests, given the fact that they have digital downloads of the files now, for them to toss it overboard. Kentaro's kind of hesitant at first, before he himself hurls the files overboard. They then arrive in Korea, and there's some shenanigans before they meet up with one of Lee's contacts, who's gonna take him to Alaska. We then meet back up with those agents from Monarch, as a higher up has arrived, and is pretty pissed off at the fact that Lee escaped. They get facial recognition on Lee, and they're off to chase him, as Lee's contact takes him to this old warbird, and they're off to Alaska. Alaska Airlines? Then we cut back to 1954 on Bikini Atoll, with the entire military waiting to see this giant monster, which is when we get our boy Gojira popping out the water, and oh my goodness, the CGI looked incredible. Godzilla comes out, looks at this little thing, he's like, what the fuck is this? I absolutely love this shot of an old camera taking video of Godzilla. Godzilla even gave us some back shots. Kiko tries to stop the nuclear bomb from going off, but Lee stops her. And it's funny because Godzilla's just looking at this thing like, what the fuck is this? And then boom, Oppenheimer reference. The atomic explosion goes off and we're led to believe that Godzilla is dead. Kiko can't believe they just killed one of the giant monsters they've been trying to research. But Godzilla fans know better. Back with the core, they find out where Hiroshi's plane had landed in Alaska. One step closer. Cut back to 1954. And although they're upset that this giant monster supposedly got killed, but Godzilla's fine, we already know, they find out that the military is willing to give them a blank check to find more of these monsters. And I just need to glaze this shot because then it looks like we're about to get a crash landing back in the present in Alaska. Until Kurt Russell himself, Lee Shaw, lands the plane. They find remnants of Hiroshi's plane that he was in and a campsite that verifies that he was there with his handwriting. We get a cute little moment between Kentaro and Kate where they hug, realizing that their father is still alive. Potentially. I say potentially because Lee's contact realizes that this plane had landed, it didn't crash land, which means something destroyed it. And that something is a big ass muto. Nice to meet you, it says to this guy. Man, RIP, this guy was a great character. As our core is just watching there like, what the fuck, like this big giant ice mole fucking thing. And that's where the episode ends. It looks like the show's starting to kick into third gear. The mystery's starting to unfold. We're getting more kaijus. Finally got Godzilla in his own show. I'm enjoying the mystery aspect of it all, and shit, I'm eating it up. I'm a big MonsterVerse fan. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and as always, like and follow for more.